So I promised you that I'd tell you my story of someone courting into my second chakra. It's a very interesting one. I only told this to my husband when it happened, and it did happen years ago. It happened in my dream. Now, it would be foolish of me to tell you how I could detect in my dream that this person that came in was an invader, because I honestly don't know who's watching this video. So I don't want to give out all my tricks. Anyway, here goes the story. First, I have to explain to you that I've been dreaming all my life, very vivid, bright-colored dreams, mainly in astral plane, right? Since I was very little, since I can remember, it was astral plane that I was connected to. So when I go into my sleep, I'm immediately in my astral plane. Now, I'm fully aware of the things in my dreams. What comes, what is normal, what is unusual. If, let's say, the dreams are like the movies, right? And when you're used to watching a certain type of a movie, when someone just turns on something that you're not used to, your brain gets alert, even when you're about to relax and stop thinking, and you're watching that movie in your waking life, just zoning off, relaxing, not even thinking, it's just mechanical. If I switched it for you and turned something on that's new to your brain, you'd become alert. Same goes for the sleep time, dreaming. So, already that said, I'm not going to give you my secrets, because they protect me, so nothing personal here. This is what went on. I went to sleep, and I started dreaming, and the atmosphere was interestingly similar to the astral planes that I'm used to, so I was fine. But then, there was this character. It was a female who entered my dream. She was dressed like a beautiful belly dancer or a gypsy, something very beautiful. And her belly button area was exposed, like a little bit below belly button as well, right? I could remember that. And she was wearing a flowy skirt. I couldn't remember the colors, but colors in my dreams seemed, not exact colors, but colors in my dreams. My dream, that one, as I remember, not quite sure what color shirt she was wearing or a skirt, but overall, the colors on that woman were orange, red, and yellow. She was also wearing some kind of jewelry that seemed like a protection symbol. She was very strong of a personality, like a very strong soul, like she had this strong aura about her. So she came at me, and she started talking to me. She just came at me, and it felt like I had to. So in my dreams, I do get feelings, which save me from a lot of things. So I got the feeling that she was coming at me, but I could not trust her completely for some reason. She was telling me that my fears, now I'm interpreting this because I do not remember word by word, but I can tell you the concept of the conversation, right? She was telling me that she could get rid of whatever's inside of me. All she had to do was, and she pulled out her like a dagger sword, right? It was not a sword, it was a dagger. It was a dagger, it was very clear, and she came at me with a dagger, and she pointed right at my lower second chakra, and she went for it. And she's like, we can get it out, I can help you. And I said, no, I don't want it. And then she got forceful, and she went for it, as if that was her mission. Freaky, right? So she came at me with a dagger. I wouldn't let her do it, but she did manage to touch my belly. She couldn't cut through, but she did touch. So that was enough to cord. Now, I've never seen that woman after that in my life. And considering my knowledge of my dreams, my astral plane, and my experiences, this was someone sent, because she did not belong in my dreams. And obviously, when you know how to do protection, and you're protected in generally by the forces, universal forces, people are not able to read you, right? So someone can go ahead and do tarot on me, but the protection that's done on me, by me, mostly, is such that you would only get the cards to tell you whatever the fuck you want to hear. So you will never know the truth of the matter about me. So obviously, this practitioner, a person, came into my dream by a request of her friend, because in my dream, she presented herself unknowingly, because I know things in my dream. I knew that she was a friend of an enemy. Obviously, someone who decided to be an enemy. I didn't consider that person to be an enemy. I, to this day, don't consider that person to be an enemy. I have no beef with her. I just want that person to get off my back, because I don't want to hurt them. Really don't. So, I knew in my dream that this person was a friend, or someone sent by that other individual who had an issue with me. And what they wanted to do is cord into my second chakra. Now, if you want to know what second chakra governs, I do say it in my readings, but if you really want to go ahead, ask Mother Google. She'll tell you everything. After all, we live in an age of information. So, ever since that happened, shit went downfall. I had a downfall. I got to the point where in the broad daylight, sober, completely aware, in the afternoon, where it was not for the reasons of me just being awake and loopy, I reached out in my bag, took out a nose spray, and sprayed my eyeball with it. No, you've got to be out of your goddamn mind to do that. But I did that. Incidents like where I needed an ointment for my gum, and there was a special one in my refrigerator. I opened the refrigerator with an intention to put that ointment on my gum. And instead, I lost a track of time. The time was stolen from me. The memory was stolen from me as if I was senile or had Alzheimer's. The time was gone. I'm not mocking these diseases. These are serious things, so I do not have them. And it was odd for me to be in that state. I opened the refrigerator a second time looking for it, and I couldn't find it. Guess what I have done later to find out? I have taken that ointment out of the refrigerator mechanically and thrown it into the trash. Yeah. Oh, we're not going to go further pouring hot coffee. I mean, it got bad. It got to the point where I had a car accident that I magically survived. I should have been totaled with my car. It was that bad. I had warnings. I had feelings, God feelings. I get those. But I couldn't tell what it was. So ever since someone corded into my second chakra, shit went sideways, south, upside down. It hit the fan. Catastrophe after catastrophe, defeat after defeat. It went crazy. I even got to the point where I became frigid. I became frigid? That is a funny thing. I didn't just become frigid. I also became fat. So I was a fat, frigid person. Nothing against gaining weight, but you have to understand I'm a small person. So for me to gain that much weight, that's diabetes, fatty liver disease, joint issues. I tried everything. So I started cleaning myself. I cleaned and cleaned and cleaned and cleaned. And I removed it all. But the problem was I didn't send it back because I didn't want to hurt the person. But it got to the point where I just couldn't take it anymore because this person wouldn't stop. So I decided to take matter into my hands, since the forces of the universe told me that I got to have a pleasure, so they said, and a go, to send it back. I just didn't want to hurt them. You have to understand, you do not want to hurt a person with 2 children. You don't. I would not want to hurt a mother or any other person. But when a person does not stop, like basically they can't goddamn stop, they just keep doing what they're doing, and they do not understand the warnings of the consequences that they're going to have. And your life is suffering. So you're like a sacrificial lamb because you are trying to save someone who's trying to kill you. After a while, you just sort of had this like poof awakening. Nice candle. And then you go, fuck 'em.